Good afternoon, everyone. After the trials, tribulations and deliberations in the stewards' room, it's time for the final trial on the track in 2021 when it comes to the sprint. 100 kilometres from first to the checkered flag and 24 laps in your money here at Interlagos. It is the third F1 sprint, and for the first time in the sprint this season, Max Verstappen will start in the top spot. So 100 kilometres, Max, 24 laps. Max is at the front. Lewis Hamilton, his championship rival, starts at the back. Who will claim the points today? 3, 2 and 1 for the top three, but the results are all important throughout the grid because they define the grid for the Grand Prix tomorrow, held over 71 laps here at Interlagos, where the temperature has risen from yesterday and the crowd have flocked to this famous old circuit. The F1 sprint then, pitting the finest drivers in the world up against each other, and the top 2 point scorers in the sprint share the front row. Max Verstappen ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Sergio Perez hasn't scored yet in the sprint. He's got Pierre Gasly for company on row 2. Then it's the Ferraris of Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. Behind them come the 2 McLarens, Lando Norris, aiming to become the 4th driver in Formula 1 history to get pole on his birthday. He shares the row with Daniel Ricciardo, his teammate, and then it's Fernando Alonso for Alpine alongside his Alpine teammate Esteban Ocon. Sebastian VETTEL starts 11th alongside Yuki Tsunoda for AlphaTauri, and then Kimi Raikkonen still aiming to continue his record of always qualifying in the top 10 here alongside Antonio Giovinazzi. Lance Stroll is 15th and Nicholas Latifi starts 16th after out-qualifying in conventional qualifying his teammate George Russell for the first time. Mick Schumacher is ahead of Nikita Mazepin. The big news here at Interlagos today, though, Lewis Hamilton disqualified from qualifying yesterday, sent to the back of the grid, a breach of the technical regulations regarding the DRS gap in his rear wing. Watch the start here. Valtteri Bottas on the inside going into turn 1. Max Verstappen on the left-hand side of your screen at the moment. 24 laps to come around Interlagos on this Saturday afternoon. It's lights out and away we go. Into turn 1 goes Valtteri Bottas ahead of Verstappen on the inside there.
And Verstappen goes wide, comes back on in front of his teammate. The soft tyres were brilliant away from the line.
And Verstappen getting a hefty hit over the curb as he came back onto the track. As we can see what happened down at turn 1, locking up Kimi Raikkonen. On the inside was his teammate. They probably made contact, the Alfa Romeos, sent Kimi facing the wrong way.
That was Antonio.
With DRS, here comes Max Verstappen looking to make a move on car number 55, Carlos Sainz, and that is a move chasing after Valtteri Bottas. Here goes Hamilton on Tsunoda. This is a battle for 13th place. Hamilton's made it, goes right the way around the outside. I'm watching Hamilton on the main straight with DRS. I think into turn 1, Lewis Hamilton has got past Fernando Alonso. That, Martin, is a crucial move for him. Lando Norris, birthday boy, putting on the show. Leclerc moves over to the left. Lando Norris stays exactly where he is. Leclerc tries to cut him off. Lando Norris has already moved past, and that's a super battle going on there. Lando Norris up to 5th. How he's almost pushing the McLaren across the line. As they do cross the line, they're wheel to wheel at the moment. Hamilton's ahead by a car length. Hamilton on lap 13 finally gets ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. Now he's into the top 10. Hamilton is gaining, as you can see, on Pierre Gasly. Gets a lovely slipstream, gets DRS as well, powers past the AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly, and now he is up into 7th place. We're on lap 17 of this race. Ferrari, no match for Hamilton. A little unsteady into the braking zone into turn 4, but that is a very good sight for fans of Lewis Hamilton.
The rear wing open of Lewis Hamilton. He's a long way back. It'll be a big lunge from there.
And he's going to try and make that lunge, and he does make that lunge down the inside. Lewis Hamilton, that is the best move of the lot. Bottas is going to pick up pole position for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. He wins the
Oh, no Brazil. Well done, Valtteri.
Tires were kind of dead. Just the right amount of lap.
Great job, Valtteri, great job.
Mercedes pick up 3 points. Verstappen, the championship leader, extends his championship lead by picking up 2 points for second place. As Sainz finishes 3rd, Perez 4th, and that is a mega sprint drive from Lewis Hamilton to come home in 5th place. Pole, Verstappen will be alongside him. Hamilton will start 10th on the grid. He's never won from 10th, and if that is a 100 kilometres little foretaste of what might be to come tomorrow, might get 3 times the excitement over the Grand Prix race distance.
The start was good, and obviously the soft tire helped with that, and it was the right decision, even though we knew it would be risky towards the end of the race when the tire started to drop, and I was just really trying to manage the tire, push it when I could, and survive till the end.
It was going to be quite tricky to keep the position, especially in these colder track temperatures. But then I also lost gear sync, so basically the first time you go through all the gears, you have a slower shift. So that also didn't help, throughout the whole sequence to turn 1.
I was calculating and I realized that Max just had a lot of pace. So I used the laps that Max was overtaking me to manage my tires, to obviously use them as it was going to be tight to the finish on the soft, to use them later in the race to make the soft lap.
I think once the tire overheated, it was pretty hard to get the traction out of the final corner. And I would have taken more risks than I would like to. So, I would have liked to finish P3. The start wasn't great, being on the medium. But we'll go through it tomorrow.
The car was really great, and I think it really was just the mental state of mind that I went in was really just, never give up, keep pushing, still arise, you can do this, just like trying to turn because it was really difficult to get to swallow the result that we got, but we won't let that hold us back.